So let's watch this Red Table Talk. I'm gonna give you a live reaction. I haven't watched any clips. Okay.
Made some highly controversial comments about his daughter's virginity, which caused a firestorm. Today,
how am I gonna
Tip
put this
and Tiny
thing
are
up?
coming to the red table to publicly address his comments for the first time.
This is how long?
So let me ask you this, Tip. What the hell's going on?
Now, if I may say in my defense, now, and
Go ahead.
I came here for the tough stuff. No easy ride for me, baby.
Well, then you know what? Let's just start with what's in the headlines right now. And there's this.
Hymen-gate. I have yearly trips to the gynecologist to check her height.
Oh, from Gloria Steinem to Planned Parenthood, the backlash was immediate and huge. Founder of the Me Too movement, Tarana Burke, had this to say.
It opens up this can of worms that I don't think that he really was prepared to open up. A lot of men have this idea that being a good father is protecting your daughter's virginity. But it's so problematic in so many ways. It lends itself to this notion that men own their daughters.
Author and professor of sociology at Georgetown University, Michael.
They do own their daughters. In the tradition of marriage, the father is giving away his daughter to another man. So as we continue these traditions, these kind of things happen.
A father, a black father in particular, is not the easiest thing in the world. And a guy like T.I. believed that the predatory behavior of other men who were like you when you were younger, the guys you knew were doing dirt, must be protected against. But let's be honest, T.I. was attempting to exercise control, leverage his authority as a patriarch on his daughter in terms of protecting her. But there's a difference between control and education.
She got pregnant, people would say, how did you let your daughter get pregnant so early? And it would look like a failing on his part. But the answer to that is not policing your daughter's body. So I would love to understand better what he really thinks about this.
I just want to give you a moment to
I think that a lot of people kind of like took it extremely literal. Because if you put...
So yes, we took it extremely literal because when the audio came out and people were responding to it, your daughter was liking and engaging with those negative comments about you.
Any of my reputation, like who I am as a father and who I've been, I honestly thought people knew me better than that.
Well, there's some of them.
Well, how we know you and the different ways in which we know you, Tip, is by saying that you own part of your wife's sex box because you are married to her. We also know that in spite of the personal relationship that you have with Lauren London, when Kodak Black said that he wanted to get with her when Nipsey Hussle died, you did not come to her defense, but you came to Nipsey's defense because in your eyes and from your lens, you view Lauren London as Nipsey Hussle's property. We also see the way that you treat your wife in terms of how you are not faithful to her and then act like it's her problem to solve. So when you say we took it literally, we're only going on a pattern of behavior. That's all.
You understand the sensitivity of it all. Really?
I did not.
So you don't understand the sensitivity. And this is who you guys want or who feels entitled to lead. You don't understand why it's sensitive to take a daughter, a female child, to a physician to probe and prod her body in an effort to make you comfortable that she hasn't come in contact with something like you. But you don't understand how sensitive it is. You don't understand how sensitive it is, but it's sensitive enough that you protect her virginity. And from, as this report says, from Planned Parenthood to the creator of the Me Too hashtag and movement, have addressed you with historical references. For you to sit up here and say you don't understand how sensitive it was, you are basically saying I live in a world where I do not have to be cognizant of these things because they don't happen to me.
You have to nudge things out of her.
Right.
So she's a quiet child. She doesn't talk a lot, but you felt the need to take her to the gynecologist to determine whether she was a virgin or not.
Just don't
That you
understand.
might not understand and have just
This is
because
true.
of your relationship in the world is
It's
different than a woman's relationship.
I
right?
respect that completely.
Yeah. Like I knew when you talked about it because I live with a man that loves his daughter.
Right?
You know, in the conversations I've had to have, feel like she might be in. I'm right here.
Exactly.
Okay,
I got it.
Jada,
I got it.
now
Right.
let him talk for himself. That's it. That is the part that I can't really get with. I understand how she's explaining it, but don't interpret for him. Let him say, don't interpret, because now what they call how men do mansplaining, you over here womansplaining. And it's like, no, let him speak for himself. Let him speak about why he thinks that it's important for him to know if she's a virgin or not and what's going to happen if she's not. That's what I want to hear.
Size, because I'm willing to go above and beyond to protect mine.
Right.
And I'm talking about
To protect mine. One, she's not yours to protect, right? Protection of something does not mean that you own it. Here we are again. I always say this thing about men only protect what they feel like they own. This is the reason why our community there's a breakdown where the single women are no longer protected because no one owns her. Do you understand? So when a man acts in protection of something, it's because he feels like he owns it. And he says right here, I'm going to protect what's mine. She's not yours. She's not yours. And because you think she's yours, your property that you hand off to another man so he can take her virginity, you feel like you need to protect her virginity because it's yours to hand off to another man.
all of the little slimy, grimy, chubby-fingered little boys who want to just come and defile and destroy the sanctity that I have.
So the mere fact that you believe that when your daughter comes in contact with something that looks like you, she's now defiled. It's disgusting. She's dirty now when she comes in contact with the man. So, or boy. So what is it about how we're raising our sons that we no longer feel like when my daughter comes in contact with a boy or when a woman comes in contact with a man, why is she dirty now? What's wrong with you that she's dirty now because she's come in contact with you?
Hey, man, listen, I'm just lives indefinitely.
So you felt as though when she's 15, 16 years old that she might not have the understanding of what it means to engage in that way?
Well, absolutely.
Or-
Since she turned 18, like, I don't have control of anything.
Right.
It's on you. You go. You know what I mean? Run, fly, be yourself.
No,
Now,
but that's the
getting
time.
her-
See, I think we have it fucked up because that's the time when they need you. When they no longer need you for their survival, they have now left. You're throwing them out because they no longer, you're saying, oh, they're at 18, they no longer need me for their survival. No, that's the time when you actually switch roles and that's when you guide, that's when you listen, that's when you manage from afar, allowing children and young adults to make their own decisions with some guidance, not with control. Control is not the word to use. You guys are using the wrong language, and it's really.
there, especially Instagram, like.
But it's
the
always been like
concept
this.
Of love, beauty, life, sex, all of those things, those lines are being blurred. Every second, put moral standards, principles, and greatness.
Moral standards, principle, and greatness while you cheat on your wife and publicly humiliate her. Why don't you start at home? Let's start at home.
Identity. I just know that is a big move.
It really
Right, okay,
isn't.
Once you make that move,
Okay, there we go.
there are things that happen that follow.
Right.
You have to be equipped.
Now,
And
you
I
do
don't
know-
know if you're equipped. Or I don't know. Like, I have.
Why not?
Oh,
Like young boys that age would not be able to care for
Defile
your
and destroy.
daughter. Care.
He uses the words defile and destroy. So what that means that you're raising your sons to defile and destroy women and girls. If that's what you're afraid of her coming in contact with, because she's going to be defiled and destroyed, what does that say about how you're raising the boys of this society?
And it's time to begin adulthood. And I can't let you run around trying to enjoy the luxuries of adulthood without any of the responsibilities of adulthood.
But when you say your childhood ends, what do you mean? Like,
You must heighten the level of responsibility. That could be birth control, it could be financial, or just having a plan. You can't just run around not knowing what you want to do no more.
Right.
You can't just run around like, oh, I'll figure it out later. No. Now you've made a decision that you want to be an adult. Now you need to have a plan.
Oh, so
together.
sex is
You need
only
to-
for
because if
adults.
You figure this out. You need to have all this figured out too.
Look at
Right.
Tiny.
No,
Tiny's
I need
looking
to
like
say
no.
This, though, 'cause I still feel like it would have been different if it was your son versus your daughter.
Right. That in this very sensitive time when we have all this
Social media.
and social justice issues around the female body.
This is the thing about the female body. I think the conversation is different when it comes to mom than when it comes to dad. You see.
In and led through the eyes of men who know nothing about women and what we're going through.
Or
I'd rather
care.
Stay out of it.
Boom.
See.
That right there, we're not gonna do that. Right. Yeah.
I don't see no problem with that. I don't see no problem. I mean, but
It's just respecting.
I
you know.
understand that I don't understand. See, where we're at. See, this is the part right here where we're, man. See.
No, every day
it's a work in
It's
progress.
a work in progress.
It shouldn't be a work in progress if you're
appreciate
supposed to
about
be
this moment and
the
what I
leader.
appreciate
You want to be a leader and you don't understand women, but you want to have
Understanding
control
that
over
this
a
is a
woman's
teachable
body.
moment.
Girl, if you don't get the fuck out of here with that bullshit.
It's great for
Could you?
So sorry Willow couldn't make it.
Well, you know what, Tip? I think you might be happy in the long run.
Yeah, because she would have gotten your ass. All right, that was it. Okay, so next week they're gonna be talking about their infidelities because a part of that is like you are protecting her from people like you, and that's all that is. So we're gonna talk about it in the comments. Tell me what y'all think about it. That was a live reaction of it. We'll see how it goes. All right, take care of each other and protect your energy. Peace.